If you're interested in the link between ADHD, autism and tongue tie, this is part 3 of the videos I've done about it. If you've not seen my first 2 videos, check out those first. But I wanted to give you an update on my journey with this. So just over a week ago, I had a final, an assessment with my myofunctional therapist, and I have made loads of progress. I will try and insert a before and after photo of how much wider I can open my mouth now compared to before. Now this is while my tongue is suctioned to the roof of my mouth, which is basically where your tongue is supposed to be at rest all the time. I have now been approved to have a tongue tie release and lip tie releases. I've got that booked for a few weeks' time, so I'm really looking forward to that. In the meantime, I'm doing exercises. So while I wait for my tongue and lip tie release surgery, which is only a minor procedure, it's done under local anaesthetic, I've got exercises to do just to carry on doing them, just to make sure my tongue and jaw and mouth stay strong and in the right position. Then once I have the release done, it just makes it easy for my tongue to know what to do. So the procedure will be done by laser, and that's a really important part of it. Doing it with laser reduces the swelling, reduces the bleeding, and I will also be getting stitches as well in my tongue. The lip tie releases will not have stitches, but they will be done by laser. I'm really looking forward to having it done, which sounds weird because, yeah, it's going to be a bit uncomfortable for a few days, but I've been kind of waiting for this for a while. So what's really important if you feel like you've got tongue tie is to see a myofunctional therapist, because it's not a good idea to just go and get a release done without having previously done certain exercises to strengthen your tongue and to strengthen your jaw. I've actually had to change my whole swallowing pattern. Not everyone swallows incorrectly, but I did. I'm now at the point where I'm swallowing correctly with my tongue on the roof of my mouth, whereas before it kind of projected forward when I swallowed. I can do that, but I still have to consciously think about it. So it's becoming much more natural, but it is a conscious thing that I have to do. I've noticed it's already getting easier, but I'm hoping that when I have my tongue tie release, it will just click in place and it'll just be natural for me to do that. And I feel like I'm digesting my food better. So when I had my myofunctional review, she showed me some before and after photos. And so I said on, I think the last video, that I've noticed a change in my face, but I wasn't sure what it was. And she's pointed out that my cheek, I'm assuming, I can't remember, I think she said cheek muscles have moved higher, or the bones, but I don't know whether that's possible. My cheeks have moved higher basically, but also this bit here of my chin was more inwards, so it went in more there. Now it's kind of, my chin's come down a bit, which apparently it's supposed to be like that. So there has been changes in my face already just from the myofunctional therapy. Once I've had the tongue and lip tie release, my face will change more. It will become more symmetrical, because what's happening is when the tongue is pressing on the roof of the mouth, as it should be, it kind of expands your airways, it can expand your palate. Obviously this is more likely to happen in children, but it can happen in adults as well. And it helps, my cheek muscles or bones or whatever have moved higher because I've been breathing better and because I've had my tongue in the right place and doing the exercises. And the same applies for this, with my chin. My chin's gone more downwards instead of forward, because of the way I've been breathing. So once the tongue tie release has happened and the lip tie releases, then it's going to be even easier for my mouth to be in the right position, if that makes sense. So I'm pretty excited about getting my releases done. I am still having osteopathy, At the moment, I'm having it every 2 weeks. I've booked in to have it the day after I have my tongue and lip tie release, which I've heard is really important because people often feel so different after having the release done. Like, they can feel it in their whole body. So, but booking an appointment the day after is to help everything get in alignment with the way my new kind of structure in my mouth. I will then have another myofunctional appointment 2 weeks after my tongue tie, release, which gives it chance for the healing to have happened. And so how she described it to me was, after a week after the tongue tie release, it might get a little bit tight and it might feel like not much has changed, but then after 2 weeks it loosens up. So in case you're wondering what a tongue tie might look like, so basically when I open my mouth wide, excuse me, my tongue can't touch the roof of my mouth. So like, it might look like it, but it's not touching the roof of my mouth. It's meant to be able to touch behind your front teeth without closing your jaw. So here's another example of what it looks like when I suction my tongue. That is the tongue tie. And while some people might have that to an extent, it might not be restrictive. Mine is more of a posterior tongue tie, but it is restrictive for me. And then the lip ties are that bit is a lip tie and restrict. The bottom one only looks tiny, but apparently it is quite restrictive. So I'm going to do another video about this on the day I get my tongue tie released. I will show you before, I will show you after, and well, if you're not squeamish, because it might look a little bit weird, but I'll keep you updated on how it goes. And I just think it's really, I wanted to document this journey because it is something that apparently a lot of people with ADHD and autism experience, because a lot of us have a tongue tie or lip ties as well. So thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, please like and subscribe, and I will be back soon with another video. Bye.